Alrighty. Hello, my beautifully musical and funky friends. I think we will try to make some samples. If we have to practice, then we will practice, but we practice a lot the recent days. And I was on a basketball court and also a little bit tired, so let's try maybe to use what we have practiced in the recent days to create a little song sketch here and there. We will do stuff like that. Put that in a sampler, and hopefully we will manage to upload it to the database. So we have a huge pool of royalty-free stuff. Not basketball practice. I just went to play for a pickup game. I used to play and practice basketball for real when I was, I don't know, between 16 and 20 something. But today I just played. I'm telling you, I say I'm old and bold. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Jansen. Or Jansen, I'm not quite sure. Are you from a Scandinavian country? Am I butchering your name, or is it Jansen? Or Jensen? I wouldn't know how. Yeah, well, it is difficult how to convey pronunciation with text. That's pretty weird. Do you hear how much it's jumping left and right? This time I chose the granular. Yeah, I'm from Hamburg, Germany. So really basically neighbors. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we're going to be doing today, I think. Yeah, we're going to make something dirty. Too bad I haven't really programmed the beat yet. Fun little thing to mess around with. Where did this come from? That's where that's coming from. And we sampled that into Mimic. And yeah, and kind of stuff like that's what I thought we might be doing today or tonight, wherever you are. Okay, a little bit of this melody was absolutely misguided anyway. Well, well, well. Actually, it's pretty funny. Let's record that. Yes, muted trumpet is funny. Okay, now we have this mimic, and whatever the hell, we can do funny stuff with this now. We can try to go the filtered brass route and do some MF Doom kind of stuff or whatever. Like really, now it's now the game begins, kind of. Isn't it nice? And just in 12 seconds or so, we have our own vintage trumpet. You just take a muted trumpet, you play a little something, and you sample it, and then you do whatever. Filtered brass has been there forever, and for good reasons. Maybe not as much filtered. Skip it a little bit. Like, I already think about, I don't know, 10 references that I don't even have a name for. I think my internet connection is dropping out. I don't know. Maybe my internet is dropping out. Let's see. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Well, well, well. Oh. I think Reason has recovered. Very good. Let's see if OBS can recover too. I think OBS or my internet connection or Restem is also recovering. Well, well, well. All this technology. All this technology. Did I do something to the space? Oh, yeah. Did I do something to the space? Yes. You kind of removed 90% of it. Well, well, well. You know what? I feel a little bit random. And to increase even more randomness, how about we insert this player device? I could program some chords with chord sequencer, and you can generate a random bass line, but feed it the root node of our programmed chords, so it's in sync with our tonic. Yes, we can do that. Absolutely. So where's Keyscape? Then we take this little thing, root node CV out. Let's connect that to bass. You know what? It is even faster visually. I mean, the visual rec is there for a reason, right? Why not just use it? Root node CV in. Exactly. Bam. That is what we want. And then we take an empty slot. And now we can program some chords into our chord sequencer. And we will generate random bass lines, but we will feed it the root node via CV. Isn't that handy? And if we feel lazy, we don't even have to program our own chords. We could just go in here and take anything and see how we could get started. Just to get started. Let's take, say, Jazz Fusion. Let's use, what are we gonna use? Maybe Jazz Ballad. Let's just take the first 4 chords. Sounds good to me. Let's dial back on the MIDI just a little bit. Let's add the timing so these block chords don't all hit really exactly at the same millisecond. A little variation on the MIDI. Already sounds a little bit more believable. Let's make a new block. I think we're already in a new block. Is anything in here? No. Okay, let's hit play and see what's gonna happen. We have instant piano and bass in sync, in key. Let's get some drums. Kind of cheating, huh? And that's something. We did not put down one single note in the sequencer. We didn't do a damn thing. We are some lazy pants. But ain't that something, huh? Technologia. Technologia. Okay, let's see what's happening. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? Like, I really love Reason for that. I'm quite sure you can do this in other DAWs. See, this is where my very limited music theory knowledge can make sense of what's happening here. I had to learn a bit of chords and qualities for some Bomb Diffuser game. Yeah, I know how it is. I'm struggling also still with the very fundamentals. Sometimes it looks maybe somewhat fancy, but really every day when I just do basic major scale two-handed exercises, I feel like, ooh, I have to practice. Like for real. Not pseudo practice, like with a metronome, no talking, really focusing on the task kind of practice. That's why Allen Iverson said, talking about practice. Well, let's get another mimic and make more random stuff. And also maybe let's maybe not make too much random stuff. Well, actually, a lot of these chords are very beautiful that have been programmed here. We'd like to play the keys ourselves very often, so we could also just really program our own keys, and we should. I mean, oops, wrong. Is it me or is this a canvas for going full Macintosh with the right hand? What do you mean? Because I'm holding on to this? No, just I just am not very good at multitasking. I think it's not even lit. I think it. Or wheel your chair half a meter to the right and play high notes with both hands. What do you mean? Sorry, I'm a little bit confused. It's not. It's me. I'm quite sure. Why do I hear nothing? Oh, I remember. I did not put it on learn. Where is learn? It's always good to learn. Please, chord sequencer, do learn. Yeah, but I would then often probably use a different instrument because, say, okay, let's put it out of this learning mode. I can't, I couldn't really use, I couldn't play simultaneously then. I'd had to use a different instrument because, like, when you have this player device, it kind of manages the MIDI coming in. You could think like the MIDI flow is interrupted. If I press a MIDI note, it gets sent to the chord sequencer that manipulates the MIDI in whatever fashion, like plays a certain chord. That means when chord sequencer is activated, I couldn't play on the same instance freely because I would be triggering one of these 16 programmed pads. But I could easily use a different instrument, like let's put it out of learn. Let's just take anything so we just hear something fast. Let's take jazz fusion. Let's take, I don't know, Head in the Cloud. I don't know. Anyway, just for goodness sake. I could use that as a backing track, and sometimes I do. Sometimes I will start, like, because you know how I am. I can get lost in playing keys forever and ever. That's why never any project is finished. And seriously, it is a joke that on the Bandcamp, the folder for keys is still an empty placeholder. Like, yesterday we played like 6 hours of keys. We practiced and we also really played. So yeah, there should be stuff, more stuff, not nothing at least. Okay, so I would just use a different instrument then. What key is that? C major. to really look what these chords are doing. What are they doing? There's a C major 9, F major 9, sharp 11, D flat major 7, sharp 11, G 13, flat 9, no problem. But this way, because sometimes if I want to make the backing track myself, say I want to practice, actually really practice some guitar, then I have the super genius idea to make a whole backing track where I think I have to record it all without quantization. That is a band. So half the day is gone. Just me noodling piano until I'm content that I'm happy with the piano. Then it takes an ungodly time till I maybe have played a bass line for that piano and I've found a bass, and then I'm already super tired and it's still wonky and I haven't practiced any guitar yet. And after I've done that a couple of times, I thought, you could really just do that. And it's not that I didn't know, but I thought I have to do it all from scratch. But yeah, why? Nah. No. Just random muscle memory, I think. I mean, look at this. It's really a joke. Let's go Latin. Holy crap. Oh, damn, I lost the chat. Damn, hold up. I didn't know that about keys. Oh, okay. Trying to practice programming, so I wanted to make a decent to-do application that would need some kind of persistence. and the flat files seems, well, meh. There's databases, transaction stuff. So here you go, building on top of a damn backend module in Python. So I want to build my own. I always wanted to be a computer scientist, and I even bought the book Automate the Boring Stuff. And in the time of the pandemic, when I couldn't work, when I was still working as a chef in a hospitality service, I thought I could teach myself and start to learn some fundamentals, at least, about programming. But yeah, I think it maybe it's not for me. I need to learn. Like I'm learning it. Even I'm not just was, let alone from computers. I'm not a super user. Not in gear or anything. Hold up, I need to read this. ORM. I am not familiar with a lot of the words. What is an ORM? I'd have to Google that. I think I heard that before. Maybe some nice classmate. So I got the module independent. Then I reached the language I was using Python. Was Python that slow? I thought it was pretty decent and functional, and so now I have like a half-working Docker-sized C application that would be able to handle web requests, and the half-broken C-based ORM that makes system calls to connect to SQLite binary. All I wanted was some damn checklist application and got lost in the prerequisites. Yeah. I have not understood all of that, but some. I have a vague impression of most of what you said, and I believe coming back, like I have heard most of these terms, but I don't really have any kind of grasp on these concepts. I've heard Docker, and probably heard C application, and and I think SQLite probably is like it's some kind of database system, like I forgot the other name. Database system that. Anyway, I get lost too quick. I hope your I hope your application and your programming conundrum will resolve without too much headache. That's all I can say. I get you, because often it's like I really get your analogy, especially for programmers. Most people will be so distant. Like I'm kind of a caveman when it comes to computer science, and I believe most people have much less of a clue. So I get how you make the comparison that it's like with the iceberg analogy. They just see the tip, or same with sports. They just see that short moment that gets put on a pedestal where it is the polished, finished work. They don't see all the prerequisites, the training, the years, dedication, um, all that failure and iteration and repetition and beating your head against the wall and having to take a break, rethinking life choices, coming back at the problem from God also many ways until it is hopefully resolved. Praying to the muse, praying to your God. Yep, I feel you. I feel you. sounds a little disco funky, but it's too slow for disco funk. Let's try 120. That is included. That is a guaranteed. I think if we want to go disco funk, either we need to add a clap or we need to substitute the snare for a clap. I think. Oh, hold up, we need a double clap. We get it there, we get it there, we get it there. Oh, don't worry, we got the string section here. I like to build my templates like a symphony orchestra, so all is there. We have the strings, and you know what? I already want to make sure we also have the tremolo. All is good. I think we got the strings. All good. All good. Actually, let's record that. We're just gonna do octave steps. But we're gonna do that again because I'm not quite sure what key we're in. Excuse me. I don't do anything else. I better be prepared, and I don't feel prepared at all. Like I'm really still. trying to make this all work somehow. This is still writing ideas. This isn't a mixture, and that's the problem. I have templates that are a mixture of too many things, and then nothing gets finished. Like, it is a mixture of a mixing template, it is a mixture of a sound design template, it's a mixture of a songwriting template, and then you get distracted doing the various tasks. And also sometimes maybe one template doesn't need all the processing, and you are just bottlenecking your machine with DSP hungry. No, no, no. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, we are in G minor, I think. We're in G minor. Yeah, we need a double clap. That's true. That's true. We need a double clap. We do need a double clap. Two and four. Let's do that. Maybe faster. And you know what? I think we need a whole lot of more percussions. We got to duplicate this device. This is going to be a long night. What have I done to myself? And you know what? Also, we have the choir there too. The choir is here too. It's all there. I don't know what is the right pocket. I have not really decided on the rhythm. That is the thing, like, it often almost kind of works out with these things, but there's still often so much randomness in it, and it's a good starting point often. And sometimes it does really work very well without tweaking too much in these parameters. But sometimes you can lose so much time chasing hopefully usable generated MIDI or whatever kind of input, and then you could have done it yourself because you spent so much time modulating your random generator. Yeah, you could have done it then from scratch anyway. Is that our tempo? Or is that still too slow? I think it's right. It was. Yeah, we get a busy 16 hi-hat. Maybe a break here or there. Alright, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Let's do more. Let's do more of these percussions, and then we probably should already dial back on these hi-hats because it will get annoying maybe. Let's see one time. Okay, that's enough. Let's see. Right. Let's get some percussions in here. I believe I have congas, but something quite similar. Let's duplicate this percussion instrument where we have this finger jingle. Let's duplicate that a couple of times and choose a couple of different percussions, and then we see it from there. Okay. Let's look at them. So number one is finger jingle. Let's take a baudron maybe. Where is it now? Okay. What else? Maybe gloves are cool sometimes. Maybe another shaker and a tambourine, maybe. A tambourine, why not? Maybe even a foot tap. Where's the tambourine at? Come on now. Castanets, maybe. The cachichi, or however that's pronounced, is cool too. Cowbells, sure. There's a couple of tracks where I used a lot of these. Also resampled, especially super slowed down with distortion, is super interesting. Makes for very interesting drums. Okay. What else might we want to use? We have a mixture of a lot of different. You know what? We're just gonna press play and see what happens, and then that's more interesting, anyways. I didn't realize the cowbells were on, but actually, why not? Okay, let's turn all of these down for now. What that does is it doesn't send any MIDI then. And then we dial that in slowly and see if we can locate a groove or two. Okay, let's turn this all down. Also, I would like to know if we are clipping already. Try to keep it simple. Is that hi-hat, that open hi-hat, is it annoying? Are the high frequencies too harsh, or is it just too loud? I'm not quite sure. I just looked at the EQ, and then because I looked at the EQ just because I thought it may not just be too loud, I adjusted the velocity first, but then I thought, like, what am I thinking? It's a little bit harsh. Let's maybe take that out. But now I'm not sure. I don't know. See, now I'm already lost. We just want to make a backing track, and I'm contemplating for, like, I had an epiphany how to solve the energy crisis. I'm thinking about whether or not to have 3 dB more gain on this EQ or whatever that is. 2.86 dB. If it's too harsh or not, or if it's better to adjust the velocity by MIDI. Oh my god, why? And we didn't even touch our percussions yet. See, I can multitask. Actually, let's maybe use castanets. Ooh, hold up. Yeah, but yeah, that was. Anyway, I can't articulate myself. Never mind. What am I looking for? Holy Christ. Please. Am I still sure? Ah, yeah. Let's mute the drums for a little. Bass is too loud. We get some volume inflation going on. See, now I can continue writing. Now I went down the road of engineering and mixing. Now I hear all the problems that are already there and that will just accumulate. It's cumbersome, but I wouldn't want to do anything else. Unfortunately, that's not an option. Hold up. What? I lost my thought. What are we gonna do? We want to meter something, and we want to turn down the bass. We want to turn down the bass. Holy Christ. All I hear is bass. Boom, boom, boom. Where is this bass? Holy Christ. I can finally breathe again. That bass. How did I not realize that for the last 30 we have been blasting this bass so unnecessarily loud? It doesn't even have a low cut. I'll get the cowbell back in the game. But it's too busy. We need to do a little less of everything. They add up too quickly, and we need to spread them a little bit left and right, like a percussion band would sit. Apparently not. In 15 years, I haven't. I guess actually I am capable, I suppose, but I am a master procrastinator. I kind of always imagine, yeah, I would know how it could kind of sound finished, but that's not never true. You never know how some things end up, and thus I never end up with full arrangements. I got my head in the clouds. I kind of do the same thing, just only I just stream and do it daily. But sometimes I just practice keys and don't even record or nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Too many choices. It's a little bit too busy. Let's dial everything back a little bit. Can't even hear the percussions on all the drums. The cowbell is too active. Interesting. Interesting. Let's bring some of that beat back, but less active. Super sparse. The percussions are doing enough already. Just try to maybe that's even already enough. Except maybe clap. worries, anytime. I hope you can solve your programming issue with not too many headaches anymore. Catch you next time. Peace, man. Alrighty. I think we gotta do the thing with the strings. I think we gotta do the thing with the strings before I'm getting tired. And also before our ears get tired, I think. Because this click track probably also has to be replaced. Catalyst. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's mute the reverb. Okay, that's better. that's not what what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to write some strings. Okay, maybe Celeste. I don't think so. Or maybe. No. No, 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 no. That's not how it goes. I don't know. Celeste, Wurlitzer, strings. I don't know. Ba, 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 ba. But I'd rather play myself actually. Why not? Interesting. Da 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 dee da dee da da da. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Where does it go? Where does it go? I really think somewhere else. Too many maybes. Anyway, anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. Sorry. I'm not quite sure what should be next. Maybe guitar? I wouldn't know. What would be good next? The percussions are too random. I think we're gonna bypass them for now. I think. And I don't think I like the panning and the level of the percussions either. So maybe no percussions for now. But maybe we do some keys. Maybe. Or, as it's already very late, I might just go to bed. that would also not be the worst choice. I think I might just go to bed. That would be smart.